Streets.
Politics.
Entertainment. Culture.
Tabloids.
Resources.
Up and coming.
Music. Spectrum Project, the hottest out.
Spectrum Project.
Spectrum Project.
Spectrum Project.
Spectrum Project.
Spectrum Project.
Spectrum Project.
Spectrum Project. Spectrum Project.
What up? It's your boy Young Langston. We here today. Spectrum Talk with the Honorable Chubb Love. Chubb Love, what's good? How you going, man?
What's going on, man?
Thanks for gracing us with your presence.
Hey,
man.
thank you for having me.
That's
Seriously,
what it is,
thank you for gracing me with your presence.
That's what's up. So, of course, everybody on Facebook, everybody know OC 104, man. This man's doing big things for us. 2 o'clock every day. He honors somebody from the shore with a stint to hear their music, man. That's a good look, man. We thank you for that, man.
I seriously, I appreciate it. In all honesty, man, and I try to say it as often as possible because it's the truth. Is that you know, it's nothing without the artist.
Yeah,
it's nothing without the music.
Right.
If the music wasn't there, if the scene wasn't there, if the artists weren't there,
Right.
you know, I'd still be playing Rick Ross.
That's what's up.
And I still am,
That's
but
true,
you know,
right.
like that's just the way it is. So, you know, and we try to do what we do. You know, like I always say, and I have to say this so many times to so many local artists because everybody's trying to, you know, get rotation and things like that. And unfortunately, and even just to say it like on a public forum like this, you know, it is what it is as far as, you know, being able to play one song a day and all that. And I hope to expand it.
Yeah,
you know, like that's the ultimate goal
yeah.
is to keep it going. It's been over a year now since we started it, so hopefully to expand it and maybe, you know, like do at least 2 songs a day, if not more, if not make like a whole, you know, whatever. So eventually, man, just got to keep building it.
Yeah, but that one look is a big look. You
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
and
like
you
that's
know,
bigger
yeah.
than a lot of radio stations that were around
Man.
before it did. Period.
Right, right. You know, and yeah, and definitely, you know, and I appreciate my ability to be able to, like I always say, I facilitate that. You know, I facilitate the music. So, you know, that's really the only role that I'm playing is just to put it on the air, and it's an honor for me to do it, to be, you know, somebody, you know, to step up and do that when, you know, it kind of did lag off for a while as far as the radio around here, and I just, you know, I've always felt like it's just something that needs to be done.
Right.
Like local music has got to be on local radio.
Yeah,
that's just like that goes, you know, that to me, like I'm an old school head, so like to me that's like a basic principle.
Right.
You know, like it's a basic rule. Like you can't overlook the local scene. You can't overlook the local music. You know, you can't ignore it.
Right.
It's there.
But you being around for so long, man, seeing the hip hop scene locally and the radio scene locally, man, how do you feel that the buzz of Eastern Shore music has grown?
You know what? I was just talking to Lonnie Legend today about how we were talking about Spectrum Project, and we were talking about the Crush Battle League, and we were talking about just all these projects that are going on around here that weren't going on a couple of years ago. You know, and shout outs to Ray's, rest in peace always, you know.
Definitely,
yeah. But because we talked about this before too, is I feel like since Ray's passed, the scene is really like, I don't know if you feel the same way, but I feel like around here it's you know, like the hunger has grown more and more and more with the artists, you know.
It's booming.
And like again with the Crush Battle League and things like that, you know, these local battles going on in circles up in Milford and all that, and the unsigned hype and all, and what you guys are doing, like it's really awesome. It's cool.
Yeah, it's definitely a big movement right now.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, absolutely.
Tell the people a little bit about how long you've been doing the radio thing.
Man, I started on radio. I'm old. I started in radio back in '98, and for Great Scott Broadcasting, the same company I work for now, till about '99. Long story short, ended up getting fired. Was out of radio till about 2007, till about 5.5 years ago. Got back in on OC 104, and then about a little more than 5 years ago, I've been full time middays, and you know, again doing the Eastern Choice Finals for about the last year. Of course, got the old school lunch and all that, but yeah, it's yeah, about 5 years now.
That's what's up. That's a long time longevity, man.
Yeah.
With you, you know, like you said, with your longevity and the experience that you've had, man, it's a lot of hungry artists out there that sometimes just don't understand the concept of the grind it takes for music. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, from the radio to the CDs to getting signed and the whole from point A to point Z with the music industry, man. It's a lot of people who feel like we get hated on around here, and of course our support system isn't the best around here. Where I feel we don't support each other.
Not the best, but I feel like it's gotten better.
Yeah, it has.
I do feel like it's gotten better because I know what you're talking about as far as not being the best, but I think Delmarva, I think the Eastern Shore deserves some credit for that. You know, there's always going to be those little beefs or whatever, you know, disagreements or whatever. You know, but in general, we all have to remember that we have to stand together, and that's the bottom line.
Yeah, what up? What's good? If you want that Spectrum interview, hit us up. Spectrum Project at yahoo.com, or hit the inbox up of Yao or Young Langston on Facebook. That's what it is. Check out the blog, www.spectrumproject.blogspot.com. We here, we there, we everywhere, you heard?
5 years from now, where do you see Chubb Love?
Well, I'll be 38 years old in 5 years, which is kind of scary. So I don't know where I'll be, man. To be honest with you, I'd love to be still around here on OC 104 because I grew up in Ocean City and Berlin and everything, and so you know, I'm in Salisbury even, you know, and so I'm from the Eastern Shore. I'm from here. You know, I've always wanted to just be here. You know, this is where my family is. You know, I love the area and everything. So hopefully in 5 years, man, I hope I'm still doing my thing. And you know, especially with something like the Eastern Shore's Finest, you know, I think the question is where's the you know, the Eastern Shore scene, where's that going to be in 5 years? I think it's going to be huge in 5 years.
Huge too.
It has to be. It has. You know what I mean? Every other area of the country literally has blown up at some point. I remember my first experience with hip hop was way back in the day. I remember getting Fat Boys tapes for Christmas, and then get into a little bit of LL Cool J and stuff. Late '80s, early '90s. Like early '90s is when it really hit for me. Like where I was like a hip hop head. And then, you know, by age of 16, had turntables and stuff, was DJing and stuff like that, and just that always was more of a hobby than anything else, just because I love to do it. It's just something fun. And even now, I'm like, I'm always talking about it at work, like, man, I gotta save up some money, get some new turntables. But anyway, so yeah, like, man, so coming up, like, I came up more in the '90s and everything, as far as hip hop, but man, like, just yeah, Biggie. I remember falling in love with Ready to Die, you know, and just having that on cassette and listening to that on the way to school, and Tupac, of course, and you know, all the obvious guys, Nas and everybody else, Wu-Tang Clan, and you know, Snoop Dogg and the West Coast coming in and all that stuff, and the West Coast East Coast beef, and man, like, dude, I'll never forget the day I found out Biggie was dead, like, you know, that Sunday, yeah, March 9th, man, like, you know what I mean, like stuff like that, like. You know, and I was a huge Biggie fan, so I was like, man, I remember watching MTV News, and it was like, man, it really was like, it was crazy. Yeah, you never forget those type moments. Yeah, Tupac the same thing, you know, and all those guys, man, and but yeah, I'm an old school head, man. Like I appreciate the new school always, because hip hop is hip hop, and hip hop was made to be carved into whatever anybody wants it to be. That's the beauty of hip hop. I mean, hip hop came from other genres of music anyway. You know, it's kind of like the bastard stepchild of, you know, jazz and funk and rock and roll and everything. You know what I mean? But that's the beauty of it, man. Because music is music, and music is beautiful no matter what. You know, I love all kinds of music. You know, but that's what I love about hip hop, though, is that it is that child of all of that. You know, and like it has so many different influences. And now we see, in 2012 and beyond, the influence of hip hop on, you know, everyday American culture. You know, you see it on TV, on the radio. You know, you can listen to a country radio station and hear a commercial that's influenced by hip hop. You know what I mean? Like, it's that far reaching. You know, and just, you know, and hip hop becoming a household name basically. But so, you know, it's not like I came up with it like, you know, right from the beginning and all that, but I did, you know, I spent a lot of time going back and learning and researching and, you know, and learning about the old school, you know, and even as far back as like '73 with, you know, Kool Herc and, you know, at the actual beginning of hip hop and Africa Bambaataa, the Zulu Nation, you know, all that, man, it's all great stuff, man. I love it.
That's what's good. What up? It's your boy Young Langston. We here, legendary YL in 2013. You already know what it is, man. Check it out. If you're interested in doing an interview, if you're interested in being on one of our shows, the video show, SpectrumProject@yahoo.com. Email us, man. You can contact us. Both me and Rial got that email. We both use it. We both can get whatever. You're interested in a review? Send it to us. Send us your link, send us your cover, send us everything. We'll get on top of it, man. That's what it's about. 2013, Spectrum Project. Check our blog out, www.spectrumproject.blogspot.com. Definitely trying to do some things for the shore, man. Spectrum Project, we're giving back, man. Make sure y'all check us out. We're going to have tons of events this year. It's going to be different. It's going to be a lot for the community. It's going to be a lot going on for the kids. It's going to be a lot going on for the entertainment world. So you already know. Check us out, man. You know what we're about. We out here, and we got us. You know, so before we get out of here, man, you know, any shout-outs you want to give to anybody or anything you want to say to the people, man, before we get out of here with the Spectrum Talk?
Well, first of all, shout-outs to you, Young Langston. Shout-outs to Spectrum Project, and shout-outs to everybody here, man. Seriously, shout-outs to everybody here, because you gave me a tour before we started this, and I'm speechless, literally, just walking around here and seeing what you guys have put together. Like, it's incredible. So you guys deserve a lot of props, and we got to hook up in the future, you know what I mean?
Most definitely.
So shout outs to you guys again, and shout outs to OC 104, of course, and shout outs to everybody that takes the time to tune in and listen, because seriously, just like the Eastern Shore's Finest, nothing without local artists. OC 104 and me, Chubb Love, as a radio personality, is nothing without people listening and tuning in. Absolutely nothing. You know, there's no point in me doing it if nobody's listening. You know, so I appreciate everybody listening, and all the fans and everything, and everybody that you know, has followed me for the last 5 years and watched me grow, and I hope it's another 5 years, man. And of course, shout outs to my family. Of course, shout outs to Avery Parker, my son, and shout outs to Ava Ray, and shout outs to Alice, my fiance, and shout outs to everybody, man. Shout outs to the world and peace, seriously. Real quick with the Eastern Shore's Finest, of course, every weekday from 10 a.m. till 3 p.m. on OC 104, 103.9. But yeah, the Eastern Shore's Finest every weekday at 2 p.m., Monday through Friday. You know, with the rare exception of a holiday or whatever, but we do it Monday through Friday. It's one song a day, but definitely hit me up, peacepoetic at yahoo.com, PEACEPOETIC, peacepoetic at yahoo.com. And real quick, clean and edited, good quality, original music, MP3 format only, properly labeled with what do I say, with song titles and artist names and all that. So yeah, hit me up, seriously, hit me up with the music, man. I got music coming in every day, and I really, honestly, my thing is I don't turn anybody away either. You know what I mean? As long as it's clean, as long as it's pretty good quality, and, you know, I understand not everybody can afford a great studio. You know, that's reality. So, you know, I can't just turn everybody away.
He is putting on for the Eastern Shore, man, because without him, some of y'all would not have the opportunity to be heard, man. It is what it is. Besides Facebook and those other outlets, man. So, again, it's an honor, man. I'm grateful to meet you face to face in person.
Yeah, most definitely, finally. Thank you very much.
No problem, man. Once again, man, Spectrum Talks. You already know what it is. Shout out to Rilla. Shout out to Ryder. Shout out to Oh My Gosh. Shout out to Brittany. Shout out to the whole team. Young Millie up in Delaware. Of course, the boss. We out. You know what it is, man. Spectrum Talk, Spectrum Projects. We out here, man. We making a difference. We making change, man. Make sure y'all pay attention. Peace.